Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on The Last Airbender. Now, as you know, The Last Airbender is a 2010 action-adventure fantasy film that was based on the popular Nickelodeon show Avatar: The Last Airbender, and is meant to sort of try to cram a lot of stories in and using things from book one. Now, the problem with adapting The Last Airbender as a film is that it has one story connected to that one, and that story connected to that one. So you can kind of tell right away they really do screw it up. And pretty much like the film, starts off with the introduction to Katara and Sokka. Now, the character personalities are kind of different, like Sokka being a bit more too serious and not the jokester to the team. Katara, on the other hand, sounds like she's being monotoned and doesn't really seem an interesting character. And much like the first episode, they do find Aang engulfed in an iceberg, but it's differently handled. So, of course, after Prince Zuko finds Aang, and after being rescued by Katara and Sokka, they end up going on a journey from basically finding the Air Temple, basically from helping the Earth Kingdom, basically from like the Blue Spirit rescuing Aang, and then to the the Northern Water Tribe. And you can tell right away this becomes a jumbled up mess. And there are moments where characters feel a little rushed. For example, when you kind of got Aang sort of being introduced into Katara and Sokka's tribe, it really feels rushed. The point of the book one, it introduced Aang to, the children and sort of tried to be there. And when you kind of had the next episode, there was a moment when Aang and Katara accidentally set off a signal. It was the moment where they kind of started to wanting him out of the picture. It really worked. And the problem, I would say, with the casting is that none of the actors do a good job. For example, the actor who plays Aang doesn't look the part. And when you kind of got Zuko, he's kind of meant to be this headstrong, but kind of feisty, kind of arrogant teenager. This one, he doesn't have his iconic scar as much, and he just doesn't feel interesting. And when you kind of got Admiral Zhao being played by Mr. Aziz from Spider-Man 2, he's not really interesting. The point of Admiral Zhao, he had goals and ambitions. He was always getting promoted to bigger opportunities. And when you kind of got, say, Firelord Ozai, they automatically show who he is. And when you kind of got the actor Cliff Curtis, he just looks more like a Chinese warlord than Firelord Ozai, and they don't keep him hidden in the flames. And another problem is there is hardly any development. For example, when Katara, Aang, and the others went to the Northern Water Tribe, they were met by Paku, and Paku was always sort of critical of Katara. And when he learned more about Katara, he tried to be a friend and mentor. And when you kind of had Princess Yue, you had more time with Sokka to get to know her. The problem with the film is that it throws it quite quickly. And as well, when you kind of have them doing bending, it seems like it's being thrown out of place. Like, for example, when one earthbender throws a rock, it comes like a poorly done CG thing. And really, this feels like a giant jumbled up mess. The point of the point I would say with book one was that you had character growth. You had moments where the characters would always try and, learn to be better, always try to help those in need. And you had development. For example, when you had the episode The Deserter, it was a moment where Aang realized he needed patience and control of his actions. For example, when you had the episode The Fortune Teller, you had Team Avatar trying to, help people during a volcanic eruption. These were developments, not being thrown and treated right away. And yeah, they also did build up a sequel that is obviously not going to happen now. And to be fair, even if they did do a sequel, it can't happen because most of the cast now are too old now, or have grown up. And really, this is the worst adaptation I've seen. And the problem with adapting a long anime series or animated series is having to cut out what you need for a film. It's not gonna work. So, in my opinion, The Last Airbender is a jumbled up mess. It's not good. It's not interesting. It just feels boring. In general, thumbs down. Not good and not great. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.